trust me, I have no doubt Taylor and Travis have a super tight inner circle, but when you talk about having a large wedding and inviting a lot of people, there are a lot of potential leaks.
Wedding under attack. Travis Kelce loses it over high-level threat ahead of Taylor Swift. Wedding? Hi, so? This wedding just went from fairytale romance to low-key action movie. Apparently, Taylor Swift is not playing any games when it comes to her upcoming wedding with Travis Kelce, because behind all the glam, lace, and love songs, there's a whole security operation brewing that sounds straight out of a spy thriller. We're talking serious measures. Insiders are saying Taylor's inner circle is basically pushing her to go full fortress mode for the big day, like not just bodyguards and velvet ropes, but actual SWAT-style marksmen being considered as part of the plan. And the wild part? It's not even being treated as over-the-top anymore. Apparently, this is now being framed as necessary. Why? Because this isn't just any wedding. Picture this: a June ceremony at Taylor's $18 million Rhode Island oceanfront mansion, already giving luxury, already giving exclusivity, but wait, it doesn't stop there. They're reportedly expanding the celebrations beyond just the house, pulling in nearby high-end venues too. So now you've got multiple locations, high-profile movement, and a guest list that reads like the VIP section of the Grammys. We're talking names like Selena Gomez, Ed Sheeran, Zoe Kravitz, Emma Stone, Gigi Hadid, and even NFL royalty like Patrick Mahomes, and that's just scratching the surface.
Does Brett Veach get invited to the Kelce-Swift wedding?
We'll see.
Okay.
Couldn't say either way.
Basically, it's a concentration of fame, money, and influence in one place that's almost too big to ignore. And according to insiders, that's exactly the problem. Because when you have that level of celebrity and visibility, planners don't assume things will go smoothly. They assume worst-case scenarios and build from there, which is why the entire estate is already being treated like a sealed-off zone. Think layered perimeters, restricted entry points, controlled access everywhere, rapid response teams just waiting in the wings. At this point, insiders are straight up comparing it to a military-level operation rather than a wedding. Let that sink in. And yet, at the center of all this intensity is still the same couple who made things official after 2 years of dating, dropping their engagement news back in August 2025 like it was just another casual Instagram moment. Now fast forward and suddenly their I Do is shaping up to be one of the most tightly controlled, high-stakes celebrity events in recent memory. Romantic, yes, iconic, obviously, but also heavily guarded, meticulously planned, and just a little bit terrifying. Because when Taylor Swift throws a wedding, it's not just an event. It's a global situation. Speaking of which, the NFL boys are circling like it's the after-party of the century. The football world is officially invested in Travis and Taylor's big day, and none other than Rob Gronkowski just added fuel to the fire. Now Gronk, who, let's be honest, would absolutely turn any wedding into a full-blown party, was recently asked if he scored an invite, and instead of giving a straight answer, he went full mystery mode. His response? Basically, "My lips are sealed. I may or may not be invited." Sir, be serious. But the way he said it? Oh, he knows people are watching, and he's clearly enjoying the suspense. He even joked that Kelce should invite him purely because he'd bring the juice to the dance floor, which honestly is not a lie. If Gronk shows up, this wedding immediately shifts from elegant romance to borderline Vegas energy.
Are you invited to Travis Kelce's wedding?
Oh my gosh, my lips are sealed, Leah. I may or may not be invited to the wedding. But if I am, I can tell you this, I'm going to be bringing Gronk Beach energy to it. There's no doubt about that. So he may want to invite me because I bring the juice to the table, to the dance floor.
And here's the thing. This isn't some random name throwing himself into the mix. Gronk and Travis actually go way back. Their friendship kicked off in 2022 at Gronk's infamous beach party in Vegas, where they literally had a dance-off that somehow turned into a long-term bromance. Since then, they've stayed tight, reunited at Super Bowl parties, kept the vibes going. It's very much giving NFL party duo. So now the real question is, will Kelce bring that energy into what's already shaping up to be the most chaotic, controlled wedding ever? Because let's not forget, we're still dealing with a ceremony that's rumored to have layered security zones, a guest list packed with A-listers, and a couple that's obsessively controlling every detail. And yet, Somehow, even people inside their circle don't fully know if they're invited. That's how locked down this whole thing is. There are still whispers about when and where it's actually happening. Some say early July, others hint at New York, others still cling to the Rhode Island mansion fantasy, but nothing is officially confirmed, which of course is very on brand for Taylor. Keep them guessing. Keep them talking.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially tying the knot, and their wedding date and location have now been revealed. According to a source who spoke to Page 6, save the dates have already gone out, confirming that the couple's big day is set for July 3rd in New York City.
Meanwhile, the guest list is shaping up to be this wild crossover of worlds. Hollywood elites on one side, NFL royalty on the other. It's not just a wedding, it's a collision of industries. And just in case you were wondering whether all this wedding chaos is affecting their actual relationship, yeah, no, these two are still fully in their supportive power couple era. Just 2 days ago, Taylor quietly reminded everyone that she's not just planning a high-security, high-drama wedding, she's also Travis Kelce's #1 fan. Here's what went down. Travis has officially stepped into his fashion era, yes, fashion, after landing a major role as a global ambassador and creative collaborator for Tommy Hilfiger. And instead of just liking a post or sending a proud of you text, Taylor did what Taylor does best. She showed up. While Travis was out in Central Park shooting the campaign alongside none other than Gigi Hadid, casual, Taylor was stationed nearby at the iconic The Plaza Hotel, basically running silent support mode like a VIP spectator. And when I say low-key, I mean celebrity low-key. Her car was reportedly shielded with umbrellas in the hotel garage, security everywhere, the whole discreet but not really discreet situation while she hung out during the entire shoot. Meanwhile, Travis, fully in his element. We're talking flannel, layered jackets, polished loafers, serving NFL star who just discovered he can also be a model. At one point, he was even tossing a football mid-shoot because of course he was. Gotta remind people he's still that guy. And the location? Oh, it wasn't random. Central Park is basically part of Taylor's personal cinematic universe. She's referenced it in her music, had iconic pap walks there, even performed there.
That's why I love New York, baby.
So the fact that Travis is now shooting a campaign there with her watching from nearby? Yeah, that feels a little too perfectly aligned to be accidental. And here's where things get even more layered, because while this looked like a simple, supportive girlfriend moment on the surface, let's not forget, they're allegedly gearing up for a July 3rd wedding in New York. So this trip? It might not just be about fashion shoots and casual hangs, it's giving last-minute wedding planning disguised as a work trip. Especially since Gigi, who was literally on set with Travis, is rumored to be one of Taylor's bridesmaids alongside Selena Gomez. So now you've got key wedding players all in the same city at the same time, just casually working and not discussing final details. Yeah, sure. And if the rumors are true, Selena is even planning a full-on karaoke performance for the wedding, like not just singing, but choreographed, dramatic, potentially dragging Travis into it too. Imagine being a guest and suddenly you're watching Taylor Swift's inner circle perform her own songs to her. Unhinged, iconic, slightly terrifying. But hey, the BFFs may be adding their own sparkle. However, apparently, the show is all being run like a two-person operation behind the scenes. So while the world keeps speculating about guest lists, venues, and whether there's a secret celebrity performance lined up, Taylor and Travis are reportedly keeping things surprisingly simple at the core. Well, simple in billionaire celebrity wedding terms. Sources say the couple are basically doing most of the planning themselves, working closely with a professional wedding planner but refusing to hand over full control. And when we say refusing, we mean it very much sounds like Taylor is in full creative director mode while Travis is right there co-signing decisions. Insiders even describe it like this: Both families are fully supportive, very happy, this is exactly what we wanted for them, energy. But when it comes to actual decision-making, they're not really in the room.
How hands-on are you in the wedding prep?
Oh, is the groom's mother ever involved?
Do you want to be involved? Or would you rather just be hands-off?
I'm just happy.
You're just happy?
Just so happy for them.
Favorite Taylor Swift song?
Sorry.
If you had to pick
There's
one.
too many, I can't pick one.
If you had to pick one, there's got to be one.
Nope,
You're not going to pick one?
no.
All right.
I love them all.
One source put it bluntly, saying the parents are thrilled and very traditional about the idea of marriage, but none of them are involved in the wedding planning. And surprisingly, even Travis isn't completely left out, which is apparently the only exception. Because yes, Travis is involved. Not just a passenger in the Taylor Swift wedding universe, but actually sitting in on decisions, weighing in, and, according to insiders, if they don't agree on something, it gets scrapped. No debate, no drama, just immediate deletion from the wedding concept board, which honestly feels very on-brand for them at this point. Taylor is still being described as the main creative force, even if she's not technically holding the title of wedding planner. Most of the ideas are reportedly coming from her, with sources saying she naturally takes control of situations like this and that this wedding is basically her biggest project yet, with Travis as her co-lead. So it's not chaos, it's structured chaos. Everything is being run past each other, every detail is mutual approval only, and there's a very clear 2 yeses or it's a no policy in place, which, in celebrity wedding terms, is actually kind of impressive. Meanwhile, the families are still very present emotionally, just not operationally. They're attending gatherings, spending holidays together, showing up at games, and generally being supportive from the sidelines rather than interfering in the process. And honestly, everyone seems fine with that arrangement. The vibe is very much, we raised them, they're happy, we trust them, carry on. Even Donna Kelce kept it refreshingly simple when asked about her involvement, basically shrugging it off with a, "Is a groom's mother ever involved?" before adding that she's just happy for them, which might be the most realistic wedding mom response in this entire saga. Make sure to catch my new videos not to miss out on any of the spicy deets coming out of this wedding. You can rest assured my eyes are peeled. See ya.